Fantastic Four is the latest movie by Marvel, and just like how DC needed Superman to succeed, this is the movie that Marvel really needed to succeed, and good for them because this movie is actually pretty good. It's not the absolute slam dunk that Marvel was hoping for, but it is still a pretty good movie and restores a little bit of faith in that Marvel brand. Now, before I go into acting and story and all that stuff, I think the best part of this movie is actually the production design. Ever since trailers and posters and all that stuff dropped out, I think production design, the way this movie looks, the costumes, the interiors, the exteriors, the stage design, the casting of people, except Pedro Pascal, I'm still not sure about his Reed Richards, but 99% of everything, it has that weight to it. It feels tangible, something that you can reach out and grab. It feels like that 1960s aesthetic was the best choice this movie could have made, and I'm glad they did because this movie looks phenomenal on the big stage. It looks refreshing compared to like all the superhero slop we have been getting in the last half a decade. And just like how they did in Superman, here they also just embrace the comic book wackiness rather than running away from it. We have a proper Galactus and not that weirdo cloud thing that all the early 2000 movies were obsessed with simply because of lack of confidence in comic book material. That's all gone. And in a way, when I was watching this movie, it also reminded me a lot of The Incredibles because, you again have that 60s timeline. You have a character who is stretchy, you have a character that is strong and whatnot. All the casting is fantastic. As I said, like I do have some gripes with Reed Richards, but everyone else, like The Thing, Johnny, Susan Storm, they nailed it. You feel refreshed and fun when you see these characters interact with each other. It's nothing groundbreaking or deep, but they did a very good job in making these people likable and entertaining to watch. Except Reed Richards. Maybe some people will disagree with me, but I think he is way too passive. Not passive, but he's like depressed in this movie. I think almost until the very end, you never see Pedro Pascal even smile or laugh once in this movie. He's continuously stressed about either the family stuff or the Galactus stuff or the politics and whatnot. This dude is just beat up. And I just wish they had allowed Reed Richards to be slightly more charismatic. That is the only gripe I have. And same with the villains, like Silver Surfer, fantastic. I mean, it's basically the same type of character as we have in the 2006 movie, Rise of the Silver Surfer. I mean, the entire movie is pretty much the same as that one, but completely different, if that makes any sense. They took the same storyline, but this time they made it into a movie that doesn't suck complete ass, and I really appreciated that. So back to Silver Surfer is really good. The voice acting and the way she glides around, it looks phenomenal on big screen. And the Galactus, wow, like they did such a good job of portraying his weight. Like this is a large, massive, godlike being. Like his introduction or every time he is on screen, you feel that presence, you feel that weight. The special effects for the most part look amazing, far better than they did in the trailer. I think they just had more time to polish things up. Especially Silver Surfer looks much better here, except I know I'm already dogging on Reed Richards too much, but the way he is stretching and moving around, I just want to say that the movies from 20 years ago had better rubbery, elasticy animations than this one, and I don't know what is the reasoning behind that. Now, for me, the first half of this movie is the strongest. The way this movie starts, it picks up and it just keeps going and going all the way until the midpoint. The intensity, the action sequences, and everything, it is amazing. Might I say, fantastic. No joke, like until that midpoint sequence, like a lot of stuff happens. That's one good thing about this movie. Like it just keeps moving, it never feels boring. But until that halfway point, it is solid. Like the visuals, as I said, it looks so refreshing and nice on big screen. It feels like, the summer blockbuster. But after that first half ends, movie slows down for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I understand, we have a lot of action, let's slow down for a bit. But then movie never manages to be this amazing fun ride it was in the first half. Now it's just good. As I said, it's not bad. Like, I don't think anything in this movie was particularly bad, but the second half kind of feels weaker in comparison to first half. And another problem with this movie is Galactus. So as I said, his presentation is top notch. But when movie ends and you look back, you realize that he was quite inconsequential. Like, he doesn't do that much in the movie. And the way he threatens people and the way it gets resolved, it's like, yeah, it was okay. It was entertaining, but at least Silver Surfer, we have some moments with her that are like very interesting and gets a little bit deep. That is also a bit rushed, by the way, but okay, I get it. It's a mainstream Marvel movie. My expectations are in check. With Galactus, it is like always a problem when you do these storylines with like, oh, the world is about to end. I think it is done and dusted, and studios should just stop doing this kind of storylines. No one buys them. We have seen it a million times, and we know that Earth for a fact is not going to get destroyed. So that takes away a lot of the tension that should have been there in the final act. And also the fight sequences. So on their own, they're amazing. But there are a few sequences where you want the character to be fully in rage and angry, and because there is a moment like that, but it's just never feels there. It almost feels like that someone is trying to hold back their punch. It's like, focus on this. Like, there's one way you go and you look at, bam, that's a punch. And another one is like, it's like, yeah, sure, you punched in both instances, but the second one doesn't feel that satisfying. And same with like our key four characters. Like, they're entertaining to watch. The family dynamic is very strong. There are some really nice emotional moments. And Pedro Pascal again proves that he is a very good actor. But it is very inconsequential overall. Like, from when the movie starts and the movie ends and you look at everything feels too much samey. You don't feel that, oh, a massive event just happened and it changed people's lives or anything like that. Which is fine, but then don't have this plot line where like, oh my god, the entire Earth is gonna get destroyed. It's not. Everyone knows it. So as I said, I don't think there was anything bad in this movie except one scene. So it's a disaster movie, right? And the world is about to end. Just like how every disaster movie has, like the leader gives out a speech and everyone is now hopeful and excited and together. Yeah, this movie has that moment and it is awful. It was surprising like how bad that moment was, like the way those dialogues are written, delivered, and how haphazardly it is inserted into the movie. It just feels bad. Like, it sticks out like a sore thumb in otherwise a pretty good movie. And there are a couple of instances where they try to do with the, Johnny is a womanizer thing, which is okay. You can have a character like that, but it just feels out of place at times, considering how serious those moments were. So yeah, those are the only like proper negatives I have about this movie. And now the next part is like, it's little bit spoiler, but it's not really. I'll try to be as vague as possible. So the movie does one of the most annoying things. It's like they try to show that, oh no, this character has died. But you know that the character has not died. Like, a character this important will definitely not die. And the way everything is set up, you can even tell that how that character is not gonna die. It's way too obvious, and the movie keeps spending time like trying to make you sad, like, oh my god, they're dead, oh, be sad, they're gone. No, movie. I know they're not dead. Everyone knows they're not dead. Stop doing it. So the way I'm talking since the last few minutes, you might feel that I did not like this movie that much. I did. I had a lot of fun, especially until the midway point. I think this is the most fun I had with a Marvel movie since Endgame. It truly captures that peak Marvel energy. It's just that it doesn't manage to carry it forward in the second half, which is still pretty good. And that's what I will say about this movie. It's a pretty solid, fun Marvel summer blockbuster. You feel that comic book, you feel that Sunday morning cartoon energy in here in the best possible way. Just don't expect it to something life-changing amazing that everyone wanted this movie to be. It's unfortunately not. So that's it. I had a good time watching Fantastic Four, and I hope you had a good time watching this video. Thank you for watching all the way through. I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have some fun with fiction.